Step 1. Remove side panels on case. After removing the case from the box, the panels are removed from this case with thumb screws. Specific models manual will have more information if you are unsure for your case. Step 2. Insert motherboard. Efficient assembly involves considering CPU cooler compatibility. Carefully align the I/O panel faceplate before motherboard placement, and gradually tightening screws from corners to minimize deflection, ensuring optimal support and smoother complement installation. Step 3. Check clearance. Being that this computer includes high-performance components, some of them are large enough that clearance can become an issue. For this reason, once the motherboard was installed, I fitted the graphics card so there would not be more surprise later in the process. Step 4. Front panels connection. Once the graphic card was removed again, it is time to attach the connection for the bottoms, light, USB port, and audio connection. As every case and motherboard differ slightly, it is the best to repair the manual for the placement and orientation of connection. Some of these connections are made to only work in one direction, so be careful when using ports. Step 5. Install power supply. The power supply from the previous case was modular, so only the cable that are needed plugged in the unit. As well, this makes cable management cleaner in the end. Normally, the supply is screwed into the back panel by 4 screws, though some cases include a clamp to hold it down that way. Step 6. Power motherboard. With the motherboard power being largest cable and sometimes just long enough, I suggest running this cable first and plugging it into the board. If there is a second cable for the CPU, remember to connect it as well. Step 7. Installing optical drive. The optical drive for this computer is a DVD with CD, read with write combo. Some people prefer to only connect an optical drive when installing items at all times, but one being comes in handy when sometime comes up and you do not want to open the case and connect the drive. Step 8. Installing the hard drives. The size and number of hard drives your computer contains is completely dependent on your style of use and storage needs. This computer uses 4 drives, 2 in the RAID and the rest for the main drives. Step 9. Connect cables. It is time to connect the cables for the hard drives and optical drives. The cables are key so they will only fit in the one direction into the board. Don't forget the cable that is attached to the optical drives. This computer does not use the IED cable, but if you are connecting an older optical or hard drive, they might require it. Step 10. Install the RAM. It is time for the RAM to be inserted. If your computer uses more than one stick like mine, refer to the manual for which slots to install the stick. If only one stick is going to be inserted, place it in the slot close to the CPU. Step 11. Install graphics card and the expansion cards. When no integrated graphics card are present or when adding an extra card, install the graphics card and attaching necessary power cables as per the card's manual, and secure the screws beneath the graphics card. Connect the networking audio cards to the respective slots, ensuring a secure setup. Toolless mechanism may not suffice during the setup. Step 12. Cable management. With all components in place, it is time to make your handwork look like a work of art. Hiding cables and organizing them will help in the future if you are looking for high airflow through the case or the light up. Step 13. Final product. The assembly of a brand new computer can take several hours just to remove and mount in a new case with no other modification. Took me 3 hours. 2.5 of that just the reinstalling time. And thank you, and lang po. Bye. Pindot-pindot lang.